Now, are you over 55 and looking for a podcast that speaks your language? Well, you've come to the right place. Whether you're rocking retirement or still chasing that corner office, Boomers and Beyond is your weekly dose of fun, friendly conversation that's all about things that matter to you. Now, we're going to be diving into lifestyle topics like health and wellness, travel adventures for the young at heart, navigating family dynamics. We're going to talk about adult children too, exploring delicious food options, and of course, finding ways to keep life fun and exciting. Now, each week is going to be like chatting with your best friend over coffee or tea or juice or whatever you prefer. But hey, you won't even have to get out of your pajamas because we're going to be sharing stories and swapping ideas and tips and maybe even sharing a tear or two, but mostly tears of laughter. And guess what? This show is for you. So if there's a topic that you want to discuss, let me know. Leave a comment. Go to delblogger.com when you see this episode hit the blog and let me know what you'd like me to cover in future episodes. So go grab yourself your favorite beverage, settle in, and let's get ready to boom on the Boomers and Beyond with the Delaware Blogger podcast. Hello, and welcome back to the show. Welcome back to Boomers and Beyond. Now, you know, I'm your host, Antionette Blake, and as the holidays are approaching, we're going to be diving into a topic that is important. Not only is it important for the holidays, but it's important as we decompress from the recent presidential election. Yes. We're going to be talking about stress-free holidays for boomers and beyond, or mindful holidays. Now, let's be honest. We're all feeling some sort of way after this long, turbulent, season of elections and what's coming for the future. But let's just put that right now in the rearview mirror as we think about the holidays, being with family. But it can be overwhelming, like, between the shopping, the cooking, family gatherings, and maybe even a lot of parties, work parties, holiday parties, weekend parties. Like everybody wants to have a party. It's so easy to lose sight of what truly matters. So instead of feeling peace and joy, some people are going to end up feeling stressed, exhausted, and maybe even a little grinchy, right? The sound of the Grinch that stole Christmas, bah humbug, the whole thing. But fear not, boomers. Listen, today we're going to explore how to navigate the holiday season with mindfulness and intention. We'll discover how to find moments of peace amongst the chaos to keep our spirits bright throughout the holidays. Now, first things first, let's acknowledge that elephant in the room, or should I say, the stressors of the stockings. Financial strain. We don't know what we're going to be getting ourselves into in this new year, and we want to give a gift, or maybe we want to travel or even host a family gathering. We are going to be thinking about saving money. And we know, we don't know what's to come. We just know what is here. And sometimes, spending a lot of money going into credit card debt is not a good thing. And that's becoming a financial strain more and more for more people. So let's not get into that. Let's think about, spending time with our family. It can be great, but can also be challenging. There could be tensions. There could be political conversations still. But that stress is also something that can be, put a damper on your holidays. Social pressures. I know we're all on social media and we're seeing people with the perfect tree, the perfect setting, the perfect decorations and all that other good stuff. And that too can be a stressor. And if we're trying to put too much into just a limited amount of time, because it seems like before, before the end of September, they would had the Halloween decorations and Thanksgiving, Christmas. It's like going so fast. We're trying to do too much too quickly. And all of these things, financial strain, financial instability, family dynamics, social pressures, and even overscheduling can be holiday stressors. We need to just relax. I like to think of that episode of A Different World, relax, relate, release. Let's try to just do that this holiday because those stressors can be really, really overwhelming, especially for us boomers and beyond. So let's think about ways, strategies to keep us grounded and peaceful. The first thing I want to say is prioritize self care. This is a non negotiable thing. You've got to do it. Make sure that you're getting enough sleep, you're getting enough nutritious foods, and you're engaging in activities that bring you joy, not just because people are saying, I'm going, I'm going, I'm going. Don't just go for the heck of it. Go because it's going to be something that you're going to enjoy. And you know what? Driving, like I said in that previous podcast episode about driving, I don't like driving at night. So you don't have to be out at night. Relax. Find something relaxing, whether it's a brisk walk, right? The weather is cooler, the leaves have changed. It is beautiful outside. Get out there, get a walk. Take a warm bath or long shower. Curling up with a good book. I know we have our tablets, we have our smartphones, but sometimes just turning the pages of a good book makes you feel so much better. Every day, promise yourself some time to yourself, right? Self care is not selfish. The second thing I want you to think about is setting those realistic expectations. Your holidays don't have to be perfect. The tree doesn't have to be perfect. The dinner doesn't have to be perfect. Engage with people that love you for who you are because imperfections are going to be there. Connections, meaningful connections should be priority. Make those memories, laugh, talk on the phone. Don't let, again, Instagram, TikTok, and all these other social media platforms tell you or dictate how you have to have the perfect tree, the perfect, way to decorate your house. Do what's best for you. And if you don't want to decorate, don't. You don't have to. It's not mandatory to put up a tree. It's not mandatory to have decorations. If you want to see decorations, go drive and see other people's decorations. You don't have to have them in your own home. And another thing I want you to think about is the ability and the option to say no. Don't overcommit yourself. Don't accept invitations that you know that's going to stress you out when you look at your calendar. Ask others to do it. Ask if you're a member of an organization and you're just really not into it, ask one of your other members if they can help you out. Remember, your well-being, your self-care is more important than anything going into any holiday at any time. And gratitude. Practice gratitude. Are you thankful? When you wake up every day, do you give thanks? I know before I start my day, once I'm dressed and all that good stuff, I sit down and I write in my gratitude journal. And I talked about that in a previous episode and also on my blog. So check it out. Write down what you're grateful for. Are you healthy, happy? Did you wake up with the right mind? I never understood when my grandma said, I woke up with my right mind. That's important. Waking up with your right mind is so very important. So get that gratitude journal and write in, I'm happy that I traveled safely. My sons traveled safely. They got to their destination safely. I've got heat this morning. I've got my right mind. Practice gratitude and also mindful moments. things are going to be running 24/7, 365. But even during all that hustle and bustle, find some time to just sit down, pause, and breathe. Focus on your senses. If you have a candle, smell that candle. Does it smell good? I just made a candle at an event I attended at Healing Hands in Middletown, and I love the scent of my candle. Now I don't burn my candle. I have a candle heater because I'm afraid of fire so much. So if you like different scents and you like not burning your candle and having to replenish it, get one of those candle heaters. I got it on Amazon. I'll leave the link in the show notes, but I love it. And it's something about the smell of a melting candle versus a burning candle makes me feel so much better. The smells, the sounds, even laughter. I love Lucy. I sit and I watch her. She's crazy. It was a great show. Sometimes I just like to sit and watch and laugh. So there are those mindful moments, when we're hustling and bustling, but just slow down. Now, before we end this, I want to talk about healthy habits. I'm going to talk about healthy habits, motivation, and maintaining healthy habits, both mentally and physically throughout the holidays and every day, right? We're going to be doing a lot, right? But we want to stay on track. So one thing I want you to remember, stay active. Don't let your exercise routines fall by the wayside. Even, if you get up in the morning and do some stretches and bends and squats, that's what I do. That will help you boost your mood and your energy levels. And you know what? It's cold out there, so bundle up, get out there, do that walk, or turn on some music and dance, right? People love to dance. There's something about music and you want to dance, or if you're into, yoga, pull up a YouTube video, find some online yoga classes, Tai Chi. That's what I've been thinking about doing. So I'm going to check that out as well. Moderation, everyone, everything. Do not overindulge in holiday treats. Yeah, I know you can have a few goodies, but don't overdo it. Balance that out with some healthy meal and snacks. Now, as a type 2 diabetic, I'm going to stay away from the sweets, but every once in a while, I want something just a little bit sweet. So I will indulge just every once in a while, but everything, moderation is key. That's my grandmom said. Moderation is key. You can have a little sweet treat every now and then. Stay hydrated, right? Drink water, drink lots of water. Keep that water bottle handy and sip from it throughout the day. If you've got to jazz it up like I do, put some lemon or cucumbers in. I've got some blog posts about, drinks, healthy drinks. So check out delblogger.com. Or even my old blog had some recipes, dedivadiels.com. That's still out there as well. And one thing that's really vital, especially as we get older, and I started thinking about this the other day. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's only a few of us cousins left, and I'm almost the oldest one. You got to stay connected with your loved ones. Pick up that phone, have that conversation, spend some quality time with people that you care about. Laugh, share stories. It's so cool. And if you can see them in person, that's even better. Meet with them, greet with them, go out for lunch. Just have those connections, because our family is our family, and they'll always be our family. And they're the ones that's going to be there through thick and thin. So as I've wrapped this up, talking about how the holidays, how to have a stress-free holiday for our boomers and beyond. Remember, holidays are a time for celebration, connection, and reflection. But by embracing mindfulness and prioritizing our well-being, we can create a holiday season that is truly joyful and fulfilling. Now, listen, my dear listeners, the greatest gift that you can give to yourself this holiday season is the gift of peace and presence. Thank you all for tuning in to today's episode of Boomers and Beyond. I'm wishing you a mindful and joyful holiday season. I'm going to talk about some food and fitness before we get into 2025. So stay tuned for some upcoming episodes. And please share this episode with your family, your friends, your bae, and your boo too. And if you're young, share it with your mom, your auntie. I had somebody say to me, my mom, I gave her the link to listen to your podcast. So I'm happy. I'm a boomer. I'm a proud boomer, and I love my young people always. So, hey, share this podcast episode. Chat next week. Well, folks, that's all we have for you today on Boomers and Beyond with the Delaware blogger. And I hope you enjoyed the conversation and maybe even learned something new. Now, remember, if there's a topic that you'd like me to talk about, don't be shy. Leave a comment on the website. When this podcast episode hits Dell Blogger, you'll be able to leave a comment. dellblogger.com. And even if you have suggestions, I love that too. Hey, I'm also looking for some fantastic sponsors and collaborators who cater to the amazing 55 plus community. So if you're a business owner, have a business or service, and you think it would be a great fit for the show, send an email to info@ablakeenterprises.com and we'll get in touch real soon. Again, thanks for joining us on this journey, and I'll see you right back here next Saturday morning at 10 a.m. for another exciting episode of Boomers and Beyond with the Delaware